Everything that you thought had meaning, every hope, dream, or moment of happiness, none of it matters as you lie bleeding out on the battlefield. None of it changes what a speeding rock does to a body. We all die. But does that mean our lives are meaningless? Does that mean that there was no point in our being born? Would you say that of our slain comrades? What about their lives? Were they meaningless? They were not! Their memory serves as an example to us all! The courageous fallen, the anguished fallen, their lives have meaning because we, the living, refuse to forget them! And as we ride to certain death, we trust our successors to do the same for us! Because my soldiers do not buckle or yield when faced with the cruelty of this world! My soldiers push forward! My soldiers scream out! My soldiers rage!
There are many leaders in the world of Attack on Titan, but none stand out quite like Commander Erwin Smith. He's not the strongest fighter, nor the smartest tactician. Yet, despite that, Erwin commands absolute loyalty, inspiring those around him to follow him into the depths of hell itself. His strength comes from something far deeper of vision, a philosophy that shapes every action he takes. But behind his steely gaze and commanding presence lies a man burdened with impossible decisions. A man constantly wrestling with the morality of sacrifice, the cost of his ambition, and the weight of leadership. Erwin's life is a tragic journey, one marked by a single, burning question: what is the truth?
Your heart and soul to the cause!
Erwin Smith was more than just a military commander in Attack on Titan. He was a man driven by deep philosophical convictions. His life was shaped by two core ideas: the relentless pursuit of truth and the heavy burden of sacrifice. Today, we explore the philosophy that guided Erwin, a philosophy that would ultimately define not only his life, but the fate of humanity. From a young age, Erwin was obsessed with one question: what lies beyond the walls? This desire for knowledge wasn't just curiosity, it was a consuming force. His father's secret theory that humanity was being lied to about their history planted the seed for Erwin's lifelong quest to uncover the truth. Even after his father's death, which Erwin believed was caused by this dangerous knowledge, he carried that dream forward. Erwin's pursuit of truth echoes the ideas of great philosophers like Socrates, who believed that questioning everything, even at great personal risk, is the key to wisdom. For Erwin, knowing the truth was worth any price. It was not just about survival or victory, it was about understanding the true nature of the world, even if that meant sacrificing everything else.
Dirk Squad and Marlene Squad 2, join Klaus Squad and protect the horses at the gate. Levi Squad and Hanji Squad, I need you to take down the armored Titan. Employ the Thunder Spears at your own discretion. Do whatever it takes to achieve your objective. This is our moment, our chance to strike. The fate of humankind depends on this battle. Lay down your hearts and lives. One final time for humanity! Yes, sir!
Erwin's role as commander brought with it a deep moral conflict. To lead, he had to send countless soldiers to their deaths. But for Erwin, leadership meant making impossible choices, sacrificing the few to save the many. The weight of those sacrifices became a constant burden, but he accepted it as the price of achieving his greater goal. This idea aligns with utilitarian philosophy, the notion that actions are justified if they lead to the greatest good for the greatest number. But Erwin's sacrifices were also deeply personal. He wasn't just using soldiers as pawns, he carried the weight of every life lost on his shoulders, and yet he never stopped pushing forward. For him, the survival of humanity and the discovery of the truth were worth the tragic costs. Despite his role as a leader, Erwin's motivations weren't always noble. He admitted to Levi that his desire to find the truth was deeply personal, even selfish. His dream of seeing what was beyond the walls had become an obsession, one that drove him to continue sacrificing others in pursuit of it. Erwin's inner struggle reflects the philosophy of existentialism, particularly the idea that individuals must create their own meaning in a chaotic and indifferent world. Erwin's dream gave his life meaning, but that same dream forced him to make brutal sacrifices. In the end, Erwin had to decide whether his dream was worth more than the lives of his soldiers. Erwin's ultimate philosophical dilemma came during the Battle of Shiganshina. Faced with the chance to finally see the truth, he instead chose to lead a suicide charge against the Beast Titan. In this moment, Erwin made his final and greatest sacrifice, giving up his lifelong dream for the sake of humanity's future. This decision is the heart of Erwin's philosophy, the recognition that some dreams are too costly, and that true leadership means knowing when to let go of personal desires for the greater good. Erwin's sacrifice wasn't just physical, it was the sacrifice of his very reason for living, and it was this act that solidified his legacy as a leader who put humanity before himself. Erwin Smith's philosophy was built on two pillars, the pursuit of truth and the burden of sacrifice. His life was defined by his relentless drive to uncover the world's secrets. But in the end, he realized that some dreams come at too high a cost. Erwin's story is a powerful reminder of the difficult choices that come with leadership and the price we sometimes pay in our pursuit of meaning. Thank you for watching. What do you think about Erwin's philosophy? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the philosophy of your favorite characters.